Good morning, my beautiful creatives, and welcome to day 4 of 30 Days with Chrissie B. Now, this morning I thought I would share with you some of my favorite things. Some of the things that are really rocking my boat right now that I'm absolutely in love with, and I would love to share them with you. Now, I would like to preface this as saying this is not like the typical favorites video that you normally see, at least the videos that I normally see. I usually see a lot of makeup and beauty products and hair care and blah 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 blah. This, because I'm a little bit different, this list is going to be a little bit different. So let's just get started. I'm really excited. This is in no particular order. I have everything sitting next to me. I'm just so excited to share with you some of my absolute favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. So my first favorite thing is actually something that I need to reorder. So I actually have 2 of these on order. This is my absolute favorite wintertime candle. It's called Woodwick. And the thing that's really cool about Woodwick candles is that the candle wick are actually wood. I guess that makes sense. It is called Woodwick candles. But when you burn this, not only does it smell really good, it crackles, kind of like a little fireplace. So we've loved it to death. My husband and I, we light this every single night. When he comes into the room, I always say, hey, can you turn on the fireplace for us, please? And then I turn the twinkle lights on, and we just have such a magical time just relaxing and reading and hanging out together. And this little candle just makes me so freaking happy. It's called Woodwick. I have 2 of these on order. I'm really excited. Oh, I just love this candle so much. Usually when I buy candles, I just go buy whatever smells good and is on sale. But these are my first candles that I am deciding that I need to purchase. Like, I have to go out of my way and find them and get them. The next thing is, because I was in the bedroom state of mind, like relaxing and taking care of yourself and pampering yourself, I have this oil that I got from Urban Outfitters. I don't know if you could see that terribly well, but it's got little flowers inside of it. It's called Multi-Use Oil, Pink Rose, Globe, Amaranth, and Currant. This is so freaking awesome. It's got like a medicine dropper to put it on. It's kind of a thin oil, but my favorite thing to do when I'm getting ready for bed at nighttime is to take a generous squirt of this, put it in with my hemp's oil, it's just original hemp's oil, and mix them together. They make the most amazing scent. Oh, it is so peaceful and it's beautiful. It's kind of like walking in a field of flowers or something. I don't know. It's not overpowering, but it's just really soft and gentle and gorgeous. And every once in a while, if I'm reading a book or laying on my husband's lap watching TV, I'll want to just wave my hands in front of my face just so I can get that that awesome smell again. So yeah, that, I absolutely love that. When I found that at Urban Outfitters, it was $28, and I thought, I can't spend $28 on a little bottle of oil, but I am telling you, this was such an excellent purchase because yeah, I've had it for about a month now, and I've just, if you can look, I've just barely gotten into the bottle. So a little bit goes a long way, and I highly recommend this. Oh, I'm so glad that I got this little treasure. I have a thing for lotions, and so the other lotion that I absolutely adore, and this is another one of those products that I actually go out of my way to find. This is Bath & Body Works Ultra Shea Body Butter in 1,000 Wishes. Now, I know that this was something that they sold last winter, and I have not been able to find it in the stores at all because I think they've discontinued it. However, I just love the smell. This one's a little bit of a stronger smell. It's kind of, I don't know. It just smells like glamour is what it reminds me. It just smells like you should be sparkly all over, and it's really thick and really creamy. And I love to put this on my feet right before bed and slip some really soft, fuzzy slipper or socks on and just sleep with them all night like that. And my feet feel amazing. My pedicurist has even said, I don't know what you do, but keep doing it because your feet are in amazing shape, which is awesome because I'm either usually barefoot or I'm in sandals. So yeah, this is awesome. I've actually had to search on Amazon to find this. It's very difficult to find. I just buy up as much of it as I can find. So good. Love it. My next one is my lips. Mwah. Now I found that when I was working, I didn't wear lipstick terribly often. I didn't wear makeup very often to work. I would rather spend the extra time like sleeping a little bit longer and then just rushing like a crazy person to get to work on time. But since I've stopped working, one of the things that I make myself do every single morning is I make myself get up at the same time I did before, do the same morning routine that my husband and I always do together every morning. But this time I make myself do my hair, put my makeup on, get dressed as if I'm going to my dream job. Which right now I'm living my dream job. I don't get paid to do what I do, but I would do this forever for free. I am so in love with the whole process for creating YouTube videos. I love the trying to figure out what creative thing I'm gonna do every day. It forces me to like be active, be creative, get up, get going, do something fabulous. And at the end of the day, even if there's like technical difficulties, which happen all the time, I've had to learn countless computer programs, I've had to learn camera skills, I've had to learn actual videography kind of things, lighting, and then there's the actual craft projects that I do. It's gathering all the supplies and making sure I know what I'm doing, and just sometimes just figuring it out on the fly. There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into these YouTube videos, and at the end of the day, when I get to stop, I just feel so alive. This is amazing. I love it. And the feedback that I get from you is absolutely phenomenal. And can I just interject here? I woke up this morning and found that I had 800 subscribers. 800. Can you believe that? That baffles my mind like crazy. I can't even believe it. 800 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. I hope that you're getting really good information out of this. If not, I hope I bring a smile to your face, at least a little giggle every once in a while. That would be amazing. But you guys are awesome. I'm just so jazzed that you guys would be willing to watch me. Because who am I? I'm just Chrissy. I'm just sitting in my house with my little dog and trying to create a beautiful life for myself, one beautiful step at a time. And even though that is the goal, it doesn't mean it happens smoothly. I live life just like you do. I have the same crap that happens that you do, bills and, you know, life. So I just want to say thanks. I love you guys so much. I just am so overwhelmed with like love and happiness and joy and gratitude. So back to my lipstick. Lipstick. Hello, focus, ADD brain. Okay, so back to lipstick. This lipstick is Rimmel London. It is called Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick. It's in the color Rosetto, number 107. I love this lipstick so much. I usually, when I do my lips, I usually have to mix a bunch of colors to make it the exact color that looks good on me. I love this red because I feel like I could put this red on straight out of the tube without like futzing around at all, and it just looks great. I don't know if it's the Snow White syndrome where I have really, really white skin and really, really dark hair and then the red lips. I love it. It just somehow, if I put it on first thing in the morning, it just somehow makes me feel automatically creative. And honey, for a girl like me, I need as much creativity as I could possibly get my hands on because, why not? My next thing on my, this is where the list goes a little awry. This is where the list is not like other people's lists. So this is totally Chrissified, okay? This is the Chrissie list. There is this company called Blue Q, and I love their bags so freaking much, and I've got lots of them. Here's one that says toolkit, looks like that. Here is another one that says be bold or italic, never regular. I just love these so much. I have big bags of theirs that I carry my art supplies in. I just love these so freaking much. They're kind of a plastic material, but the designs are so hip and cool, and they make me feel so not dorkish, which is really awesome for somebody who generally thinks I'm rather dorkish. So these are just awesome. I love these so much. They bring me so much happiness, and I always have them filled with stuff. I always have like goodies in them. So this particular one has my absolute favorite pen set, which also happens to be on my list today. I love pens. I love pens so, so much. If you give me a new pen and a brand new journal and I'm having like the world's worst day, I will automatically not only have an amazing day, I will get the pen out and start writing like a crazy person right then and there. And I will just write. And I discovered these pens about a month ago. And the Paper Mate ink Joy Gel. And I have a set of 10. They are all sorts of luscious, yummy, beautiful colors. They make me so happy. Oh, I just love them so much. The colors are so rich and vibrant, and they're so smooth when they write. They just really flow on the page really, really well. So you don't really have to think about any of that. I also love that they have a tendency not to make that awful scratching noise. Do you know what I'm talking about? For those of you who are journalers or do a lot of writing, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you are sitting in your quiet space and you are just writing and you have that little noise, you know that noise? It doesn't do that. So I just love these amazingly so much. I also love that these pens don't seem to, like, they don't blurb, you know? Sometimes when you're using a pen, especially a colored gel pen, the pen will write and it will do its little thing, but you'll get like a little blob of extra ink on the tip of the pen. And then when you go to start writing again, the blob will then onto your page. Tell me you know what I'm talking about and that I am not completely insane. So I just love that because these don't do that. They don't have that little blurby thing that happens. And I love that they come in so many awesome colors. And they're all really vivid and really, really easy to see. Even the yellow. I thought, okay, this is gonna be my least favorite pen because I can't stand ink that you can't read. It's too light. Well, when I started writing with this, it is yellow, but it has a tinge of like a little bit of an orange to it. It's still yellow. But because of that little tinge of orange, it makes it very easy to read. It's very visible. It's very easy to like see on your piece of paper. I think that when I go back to my journal in a year or 2 or 3, which I have a tendency to do a lot, I think I'll still be able to read those pages that I wrote in yellow. So I love these pens. These are Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.7. And those actually live in this little guy right here. I mean, seriously, come on. What more does a girl need to be happy? Mama loves books. You may not know this about me. Let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Chrissy. I love books. I am such a bibliophile. I love books. I love writing. I love words. I love magazines. I love immersing myself into stories. I love, oh God, I could do a whole nother video just on my passion for books. I love books. I'm such a bookworm. It is not even funny. So the next 3 things I have are books, but hang with me. Hang with me. I promise this is going to be good. Now, my husband and I do a morning routine every single morning. God bless the man. He is just such a gem. But every single morning we do this. And we use this little book called the 5-Minute Journal. Now, you may have heard of this. If you watch Mimi Icon or Alex Icon's YouTube videos, you will have definitely heard of this. Because Alex, I believe, is the one who puts this book out. And what the 5-Minute Journal is my husband and I both have our own copies of the book. I'll open it up for you. Every morning, you're basically given 1 page to do every day. There's some kind of an inspirational quote or an action challenge that you do during the day, or just some inspirational thought of some sort. And then the top light beige section are all the questions that you answer first thing in the morning. So they're questions like, I'm grateful for, fill in the blank. What would make today great? Fill in the blank. And then my daily affirmation is, fill in the blank. But what happens when you do this book first thing in the morning, when you do one of these pages first thing in the morning, it's a way to start your day in a way of gratitude and really just being joyful for what you have. And some days I'm grateful for my warm, cozy bed. Some days I'm grateful for my husband. Some days I'm grateful for Sophie. My husband and I do these pages together, and then we also share them with each other after we finish doing the pages. So it's a way for us to like connect and giggle and have fun. And every day we try to think of new things to be grateful for and new things that would make our day great today. So that way it doesn't become repetitive or boring or somehow lacking in purpose doing this process. So I love this. I love this book so much. And then at nighttime, this little gray section at the bottom, it basically is what you do right before bedtime. And there's 3 amazing things that happen today, and how could I have made today even better? Doing this little process in the first place is just so unbelievably life-changing because it forces you to look at your life through eyes of gratitude and optimism and hope. And then at nighttime, it causes you to reflect. And even if you've had a bad day, you're basically making yourself look for 3 awesome things that happened that day. So maybe one of the awesome things were my smoothie happened to taste really yummy today. Or maybe I end up getting that walk-in that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get in. Or maybe somebody called me that I wasn't expecting to call me. Just little things. And it makes you look at your life through that kind of a lens where you're constantly looking for the little happy things that are happening. Because there are a lot of them, but when life gets crazy and busy and deep and dark and heavy, we have a tendency to focus on the deep and dark and heavy and forget that there's all these little like magic moments that are happening throughout the day. So I'm totally on a little soapbox. I'm gonna stop now. I love this thing. I can't say enough raves about it, but yeah, check it out. Magazines. I love magazines. I love when I open the pages of a magazine. It gives me the feeling of like anything is possible. I can create anything I want in my world, and this is a visual representation of what it is that I could potentially create for myself. Now, one series of magazines that I absolutely love is Somerset. I have so many Somerset collections because they have all different kinds of magazines. They have magazines for artful blogging, they have magazines for art journaling, they have magazines for creating businesses, or, you know, just being able to peek into, there's something called Where Women Create, which is a magazine where you can essentially just peek into professional women's art studios, whether they're artists, like painters, or they do sewing, or they're candle makers, or soap makers, or whatever creative journey they have. You get to like take a peek into their art studio and they interview them, and it's really, really cool. Well, this one is really floating my boat this year. This is the Somerset Holidays. I've gotten this for the past 2 years. At Christmas time, I always like the Christmas one. I don't actually know if there are others. Christmas is my jam. Christmas is where I get my fashizzle on. I love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. I just love Christmas. Can you tell? I love Christmas! So this magazine just really, really freaking joys me out because there are so many like DIYs and little instructional things on how to make all sorts of different like decorative goodness for your home or for gifts or for whatever, and I just love this so much. So this one is rocking my boat this month, people. Rocking my boat. Last but not least, this was something that was absolutely unexpected. Now, you know, and I know, and if you don't know, let me tell you, I have just recently lost my position due to budget cuts. I am calling it a blessing. I really am. But I have a manager who he had just started. So what had happened was I was told that my position was being eliminated due to budget cuts, and then he started like a week later. This man is an amazing man. I absolutely love him. So there was something in him that made me feel like, okay, I've just found a kindred spirit in this man. I also found out that he was a bibliophile, like me. And the cool thing about him though is that he used to have a bookstore. And I was like, oh, that is amazing. I can't even believe it. I don't know if I'd ever be brave enough to have a bookstore, but the idea of having a bookstore sounds so magical. However, I also feel like I would never get any work done because I'd be busy in a corner reading somewhere. Like I would be like actively doing the task of reading. There would be no like organizing the books. There would be no like helping the customers. There would be none of that. There would just be Chrissy sitting in the corner in her favorite reading chair reading a book, another book. But he gave me this book. It is called At Home with Books. And this is the kind of book nerd that I am, okay? I have ogled this book from afar for such a long time. This book came out in 1995. That was the year that my husband and I got married. That was 21 years ago. So I have been ogling this book from afar for freaking ever, okay? I was a teenager back then. Yeah, forever. This book is just so unbelievably freaking amazing, and it's basically a book about how people decorate with their books or live with their books or, you know, decorate their home to make room for their books. It's like basically like a book full of libraries and how people have like in-home libraries, which if you know how many books I have, you would know that is so up my alley. Oh yes. When he gave me this book, I was just flabbergasted. I was absolutely shocked and so grateful because what a blessing. And he knows because he's a true bibliophile himself. But what he said to me, he said, every bibliophile needs to have this book in their collection. Agreed. Agreed. This book makes me so happy. I just love it so much. I love the idea of decorating with my books. I love the idea of having books in your home, and this particular book, in the way that it came to me, was such a sweet blessing that I probably will have this forever, really. So, believe it or not, I've come to the end of my list. That was a very long list. Might be a long video, very sorry about that. I think it's the whole looking at your world through a filter of being grateful. It's so easy to find stuff to be like, ooh, that makes me so happy. I have to show you that. Ooh, I have to show you that. I have to show you that. Anyways, here's to a fabulous Friday. I hope you have an amazing day today, and I will see you again, told you I was a dork, tomorrow. Bye for now.